10 phrases a man who wants you will accidentally say around you. They say actions speak louder than words, but sometimes it's the words that slip out that reveal the truth. Have you ever wondered what he's really thinking? Keep watching to decode his hidden feelings and understand the subtle signs that show he's into you. In today's video, we're uncovering 10 accidental phrases a man who's into you might say without even realizing it. These aren't just ordinary phrases, they're little verbal clues that reveal his true intentions and show he wants to be more than just friends. Stay tuned and don't forget to write all the phrases in the comments section from 10 to 1. It's trickier than you think, but I know you can do it. Let's see how many of you make it to the end, with all 10 phrases listed perfectly. Phrase 1. I've never met anyone like you. This phrase is more than just a compliment. When a man says this, he's not just admiring you. He's confessing that you stand out in a way no one else has. It's his way of saying that you're unique and irreplaceable. This statement often comes after he's seen qualities in you that he admires deeply, like your kindness, intelligence, or humor. For example, maybe you share a story about a time you helped someone, or your perspective on a challenging topic, and he responds with this phrase. It's his way of acknowledging that you've left a lasting impression on him. Pay attention to his tone when he says this. It's often filled with sincerity, almost as if he's in awe of you. Phrase 2. I can't believe I just told you that. This phrase signifies vulnerability. When a man opens up to you about his fears, dreams, or personal experiences, it's a clear sign he trusts you deeply. Men are often taught to keep their emotions in check, so when he shares something personal and follows it with this phrase, it means he feels safe around you. For example, he might share a childhood memory or a recent struggle at work, then realize how much he's revealed. Saying, I can't believe I just told you that, is his way of expressing both surprise and appreciation for the emotional connection you share. It's a sign he's letting you into his inner world, something he doesn't do with just anyone. Phrase 3. What do you want to do this weekend? When a man asks this, he's not just being polite, he's actively making plans to see you. It shows he values spending time with you and wants to ensure you're part of his weekend. This phrase often comes with a sense of excitement or anticipation as he looks forward to being with you. For instance, he might suggest activities he thinks you'll enjoy, like trying a new restaurant or watching a movie you've mentioned. The key here is his effort to involve you in his free time. It's his way of saying, you're important to me and I want to be around you as much as I can. Phrase 4. I noticed you love blank. This phrase shows he's paying close attention to you. Whether it's your favorite coffee order, a hobby you're passionate about, or a color you often wear, he's taking mental notes. When he brings up these details, it's his way of showing he cares about what makes you happy. For example, he might say, I remember you love brown sugar caramel lattes, so I brought you one. Or, you mentioned enjoying hiking. How about we explore that new trail together? These small acts reflect his effort to understand you better and build a stronger connection. Phrase 5. You make everything better. When he says this, he's admitting the positive impact you have on his life. Whether it's cheering him up after a tough day or simply making his everyday moments more enjoyable, this phrase reveals how much he appreciates your presence. For example, he might say this after you've comforted him, or even during a casual moment when he's enjoying your company. It's not just about what you do for him, it's about how you make him feel. When a man acknowledges that you make his life better, it's a powerful sign of his growing feelings for you. Are you keeping track of the phrases? Don't forget to write them in the comments section from 10 to 1. Let's see who's been paying attention and who can get them all right. Stay tuned for the rest of the list. Phrase 6. I wish I could spend more time with you. This phrase is a clear sign he values your company and desires to deepen your connection. When a man says this, it's often because he feels his time with you is too limited and wishes for more opportunities to bond with you. It's his way of expressing that your presence brings him joy and that he misses you when you're apart. For instance, he might say this after a fun evening together or during a busy week when he hasn't seen you much. This phrase often carries a hint of longing, showing that he's already imagining scenarios where the two of you can spend more quality time together. It's his subtle way of saying, you matter to me, and I want you to be a bigger part of my life. Phrase 7. What do you think about blank? When a man asks for your opinion about future plans, he's doing more than seeking advice. He's testing the waters to see how you might fit into his life. This phrase indicates he values your perspective and wants to ensure his plans align with your interests and goals. For example, he might ask, "What do you think about going to that music festival next month?" Or, "How do you feel about traveling to Europe someday?" These questions demonstrate that he envisions a future in which you are involved and is assessing your interest. It's his way of showing that he sees potential for something long-term and wants to include you in his dreams. Phrase 8. Let me know if you need anything. This phrase reveals his protective and caring side. When a man offers help before you even ask, it's because he wants to be there for you. It's not just about solving problems, it's about showing he's reliable and attentive to your needs. For instance, if you mention you're feeling under the weather, he might say, "Let me know if you need anything. I can bring you some soup or medicine." This kind of proactive support demonstrates that he's not just listening to you, but actively looking for ways to make your life easier. It's a subtle yet powerful way of showing he cares. Phrase 9. You're so different from other women I've met. When a man says this, he's highlighting what makes you stand out to him. It's a compliment that goes beyond surface-level admiration, focusing on your unique qualities and values. This phrase often comes after you share something personal, like your goals, passions, or opinions. For example, he might say this after you discuss your ambition to start your own business or your love for an unconventional hobby. By comparing you to others, he's acknowledging that you're not like anyone else he's encountered, which makes you special in his eyes. It's a strong indicator that he's genuinely impressed by who you are. Phrase 10. I was just thinking about you. This phrase is a direct admission that you're on his mind, even when you're not around. When a man says this, it's often accompanied by a random message, call, or comment that connects to something you said earlier. It shows he's been reflecting on your conversations or simply missing your presence. For example, he might text you, "I was just thinking about that funny story you told me yesterday," or "I saw something today that reminded me of you." These little moments of connection reveal that you've made a lasting impression on him, and he wants you to know how much he values having you in his life. Now, here's your challenge. Write all 10 phrases in the comments section, starting from 10 all the way to 1. Don't cheat. Let's see who was really paying attention. The best part? I'll be reading your comments and responding to those who get it right. Well, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell so you don't miss more videos like this. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.